Hello, and welcome to Success Stories with Key, where you get a chance to see success from the eyes of someone who is achieving success. What is success? Success means different things to different people. I'm interested in hearing from these people to find out about their achievements, their challenges, and their keys to success. This week, I have the honor of speaking with Damien Lor. Hello, Damien, and welcome to Success Stories with Key.
Hi, Key. Thanks for having me on the show today.
Damien has over 10 years experience in B2B and B2C sales and has a passion for technology recruitment. Damien is a major sports fanatic, specifically NBA, NRL, UFC, and boxing. Damien's not just a spectator, he's very active too. He's into scuba diving, whitewater rafting, footy, and even spent 6 months traveling through Africa, attempting Cape Town to Cairo. So, tell us about yourself. Who is the real Damien?
Who's the real Damien? I'm a first-generation migrant born in Australia, growing up in Sydney. Now, I have a passion for travel and experiencing cultures. I've traveled to over 35 countries across Asia, Africa, South America, and Europe. I got married earlier this year and recently returned from our honeymoon in Europe earlier this month, where we got to visit Turkey, Italy, Croatia, and Slovenia. A lot of whitewater rafting and diving was involved, and a lot of hiking up mountains, which my wife was not too pleased about.
Wow, 35 countries. That's an amazing achievement. What are some of the other achievements that you're most proud of?
There are quite a few achievements that I'm proud about, such as building and scaling teams from ground zero within technology, being the best newcomer of the year award since joining Talenza, and I was recruiter of the quarter for 3 quarters in my previous role.
When you first started out, did you think you'd be doing this?
I don't think anyone starts their life thinking that they're going to become a recruiter. I sort of fell into this through a journey of working in sales for a prolonged time. So starting off and it always revolved around I wanted to be in a role where I could help others or help others share an experience. So I started my career in tourism, selling holidays to people and helping them go on that journey. But then what I realized is only people who were able to afford that were people who had money. So going back a step into that, education was a key for people to get better jobs. So I went into education sales, and from there, I really wanted, what I saw was always having education didn't lead to finding the right job. And that's what pointed me in the direction of recruitment, to be in a role where I can help improve the lives of others. But what my proudest achievement would be going to the Amazon and doing volunteer work there. We spent 3 weeks in the Amazon building schools, toilets, and teaching the locals English. This was fully funded by ourselves, and we flew a plane across, and was a tricky place to get to with zero infrastructure, going on planes, boats, back on motorbikes to get there to help these villages.
That sounds amazing. Why are you proud of this achievement?
I've always wanted to go to the Amazon. Love traveling and seeing animals and different habitats and wildlife. And it's always been one of my dreams to visit the Amazon. And I always wondered to myself, how would I actually get there? And in my final year of uni, there were a bunch of people who came together who were starting a program to do volunteer work in the Amazon. It was a privilege to be able to travel solely for the purpose of helping others, being able to work hand in hand with the community and witness the progress of what we were doing and the phases after weeks of labor intensive work. I mean, when we arrived, there was zero infrastructure, no paths, which we had to create. And I have a very distinct memory of a human Congo line that we had with over 250 people from the riverside, and we had neighboring villages come. We were passing individual bricks at a Congo line to build this school. And even to this day, I remember it so clearly, all the faces and the people coming to help really showed me all the small steps we can take together to build a larger outcome for others. And that was a life-changing experience for myself, where it was able to lay the foundation to my values to continue to have a positive impact and help others around me.
You talk about your values. Can you elaborate on this?
Absolutely. So my core values really revolve around being a good human being. I know it sounds easy for people to say, but always doing the right thing by others and having that integrity, no matter the situation, whether it's friend, colleague, customer, client, always doing the right thing, always pays itself back tenfold.
What are some of the challenges you faced on your journey to success?
There's been a number of challenges leading to this point in my life, but one of the largest parts, I would say, discovering myself in recruitment. That was a journey in itself because I've been involved in organizations or selling, products or experiences that may not be ethical. And when I realized that, that immediately made me stop and reconsider what I was doing. One of the key challenges being in sales is definitely rejection and continually being able to pick yourself back up, remaining, I guess, motivated when times are tough. Some things are outside our control, like market fluctuations, but how do we get the best results in the situation that we're in?
What advice would you give to others to overcome these challenges?
Having a strong network, a strong village, a community around you that supports you professionally, on a personal and family. I think having that strong network that you can lean on for different things and aspects and advice in your life has been critical for me to move forward. And I think a lot of the times when I was younger, I was always too scared to ask for help, where I've always been there to help others and always ready to help. I felt sometimes that asking for help was more difficult, and being able to, I guess, you can call it pride or ego, but to ask for help when you need it is actually, a greater step.
How do you define success?
How I define success, there's a balance amongst three things I need to have my cup filled. Firstly, it's being in a position where I can help others and have a positive impact on their lives, and being in a role that allows me to do that. Another other part equally is financially, the ability to provide for my family. And the final part is the soul, being able to spend quality time with the people that you love. So it really comes down into purpose, financial, and the soul, and being able to fill the cup up equally in these areas is a fine balancing act. But that's how I would determine success, when I can equally spread myself across those.
What are things that you've done that have made you successful?
Having integrity and treating everyone that you meet with respect, and in any situation, doing the right thing by people, whether it's customer, client, someone that you meet on the street. How you treat people will always come back. I believe in karma, and it has happened a lot of times in my career where if people have referred me to someone, or I may not have worked with, has also come back to work with me a period after. Being genuine and personable, and really being yourself towards others has allowed me to show another side of myself, and also having a clear vision and being motivated to achieve this.
Why do you do the things that you do?
One of my core values is, being altruistic and giving without expecting anything in return. Giving without expecting anything in return and doing the right thing by people has come back in many aspects in my life in a positive way. Helping others when not expecting anything. I remember one time we were raising money for a charity run, and my aim was to simply raise a couple of $100. Although I'd helped out in a lot of charity events for my friends previously before, in my community. It was incredible to see the first time I decided to participate in a charity run. I managed to raise several $1,000s, and that in itself to me just showed of the impact I had to others, but then the impact these people were having back on me when it was my turn.
Here's where I try to summarize your keys to success. Firstly, be a good human, help others, and have a positive impact. Second, be able to provide for your family. And third, spend time with people that you love and connect on a spiritual level. Have I captured these correctly?
That's how I would define success, because having one without the other sort of makes no sense to me.
What advice would you give to your younger self?
Being able to embrace change. When I was younger, I think I was a slightly more conservative. And as I've continued to grow on this journey, you only grow in the uncomfortable. And a large part of, I guess, not embracing change would be having a limiting belief on yourself, when humans are so capable of doing extraordinary things. A lot of the times it is your own mindset and yourself telling that you can't do something. So be open to change, be open to embracing it, and always back yourself. I never thought in my life that I would be invited onto a podcast and be here today. So thank you, Key, once again for taking me outside my comfort zone and really giving me an opportunity to stop and take the time to reflect on the evolution of, I guess, my career so far.
Thank you, Damien, for accepting my invitation and for sharing your inspirational story. It's heartwarming to hear of people like you in the world, and I'm grateful that you've spent this time with me. If you found this useful, please like, subscribe, and share this with your friends. Follow Key to Success so you can benefit from my learnings as I undertake my own journey to success.